Today's episode of Distorted View Daily is brought to you by AdamandEve.com. A Bitcoin mining butt plug, a topical cream that'll make your penis stay soft, and dildo-fingered gloves. These are just some of the products I suggested to the Adam and Eve product research and development team, and all were shot down. But thankfully for you, Adam and Eve already has thousands of tried and true sensual products in their vast catalog to help spice up your love life. And best of all, just for Distorted View listeners, Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just about any item, but that's not all. When you select your one item, you're also going to get 3 special bonus gifts that include an item for him, a special toy for her, and something they know you'll both enjoy. Plus, 6 free movies for your viewing pleasure, and free discreet shipping. Best of all, every time you whip out that sex toy or a pair of nipple clamps, anal beads, or sex doll, you're gonna think of me, Tim Henson. You're not gonna be able to get my face out of your mind, because I helped you save so much money. I will forever be a part of your lovemaking from now until the day you die. Just remember to use promo code FREAK at AdamandEve.com for 50% off just about any item, 3 special bonus gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping. That's promo code FREAK, F-R-E-A-K, at AdamandEve.com. Use coupon code FREAK for half off at AdamandEve.com. Hey, freaks, it's Monday, July 10th, 2023. Coming up on the program today, the importance of a good, healthy post-nut shart. Plus, seductively sucking the dirt off your polio crutches, gunned down by an imaginary black man, and Meat Skelton keeps seeing ads for gay stuff. The algorithm is doing its job. Distorted View Daily proudly presents Great Moments in Tech Support Phone Calls.
Hello, my name is Stephen Thrasher, and I sent my Canon laptop computer into. I just got it back. Everything that I've written on it for the past 2 years is gone. I was told that you guys were going, that I'd be called if you had to replace the hard drive. I called Canon. They said the hard drive didn't need to be replaced. They just said the motherboard did need to be replaced. And everything that I've been working on for the past 2 goddamn fucking years of my life is gone! You fucking assholes! Now I want you to call me back, stop fucking me around, and make sure that I get back what I've been working on! Do you fucking understand me? And I'm tired of you fucking around with me! I had better get my goddamn disk drive back! I'm going to sue all of you fucking pieces of shit!
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
If you gon' suck a dick, then you suck a dick.
Is Miss Vagina thinking about Mr. Penis?
I want to come while I eat your smelly, hairy, wet pussy.
Get it together!
Yes, Tim Henson back here with you to kick off a new week. Programs have a great one for you today. Finally back on track after last week, which was crazy. Week didn't start till Wednesday. I only did 1 show for free people. And then I think I'm one of those days I fucked up posting one of the shows. I only had to do a few shows this week and I still messed up. Thanks to all the freaks who alerted me to that problem. I had to repost one of those programs. So it's been a while since I've talked to you, some of you. Actually, if you follow me on social media, I've been very active ever since Instagram released that new social media app, Threads. I think I've posted more on Threads in the past 3 days than I've posted on Twitter, in the last year or 2. It's actually a lot of fun, and you freaks are entertaining me on there, posting lots of stuff. Follow me if you want. I don't know how you feel about Instagram and Meta and Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, they're all assholes. But I was thinking why I was having so much fun on Threads when in reality it's a pretty restrictive app as to what you can post. No nudity. That's a big one for me. You know how I love to show dong. Truly is my best asset. And that's saying something. No, I don't show my dong. As a matter of fact, I don't really show a lot of dong at all. Blown out assholes. That was my bread and butter for a while. Anyway, I was thinking why I'm entertained by this app. And it's because from the very start, it seems like the rules were clearly defined. I know what I can say and what I can show, what's going to get me in trouble. That's not always the case on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. My God, as a matter of fact, I found some screenshots I took of posts that Facebook had taken down and given me a warning for. If you go to my spicy Twitter account, @ExtremeDV, you can see a couple of these. I don't know in what fucking world I thought I could get away with posting what I posted. Am I not remembering Facebook correctly? I mean, was it truly the wild? Was it anything goes 10 years ago or something? I was posting obese people's assholes, like extreme close-ups of it, with the caption, "Hi, everyone," and then pictures of the guys with their blown-out assholes. Again, see, I told you. It's mostly ass shots I'm posting. That apparently was during Tim Henson's prolapse period. I'm still fascinated by those things. And, over on YouTube, videos of mine from, 13, 14 years ago, they're still just randomly getting deleted whenever YouTube feels like it. God, I really do hate social media now that I think about it, but I am having fun over there on Threads. If you want to follow me, I'm @DistortedView. It's the one place right now I'm interacting with people. And I must say, I do post exquisite content. It's all A+ comedy over there. Speaking of YouTube and their ever-changing content policies, to this day, it baffles me. Sweet Timmy Boo Henson does a little reaction video to quicksand fetish clips where everyone is completely clothed. It's literally just like a woman or a dude in a pair of jeans sinking in mud, struggling. Boom. That video gets taken down. Or it gets labeled, that you have to be over 18 to view it or some bullshit. On the flip side, here's Kevin Leonardo, who posted a video 13 days ago on YouTube.
For reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
In the first 3 seconds of the video, he is literally bending over, spreading his bare ass cheeks, and showing us his hairy asshole on YouTube. Now, I don't want to be controversial here, but I am going to point out that this guy is Asian. Is that what affirmative action is? Thank God the Supreme Court struck that shit down. I'm right there with you, Clarence Thomas. Why should Asians get the unfair advantage of showing off their hairy pooper when my butthole is just as furry, but the world has been prohibited from laying their eyes on it? That's discrimination. I thought we lived in America. Look, I don't know what the hell is going on there. Also, disclosure, he may not be Asian. He's ethnic. I'm just really bad when it comes to identifying Asians. Like, I don't know, 60% of the time I'm right. Sometimes Lord Douche will be like, he is not Asian. He's Hawaiian or like Puerto Rican or something. I'm like, oh, all I know is they don't look like me. Anyway, what is the deal with Kevin Leonardo? Well, I gotta say thanks to a listener in the Discord, iFrit, for sharing with me Kevin's YouTube channel. Now, we've actually featured Kevin before on the podcast when we talked about one of his TikTok videos.
Here's how I healed my lovely butt fissure.
You may recall that clip. He gets much more graphic, though, on his YouTube channel.
All right, so step 1 is to squeeze this cream onto your hand. So I'm going to be doing just that.
Okay, he's using Nair on his asshole, which I feel could potentially burn. I'm pretty sure it's just for external use only.
Don't forget to cover the cheeks as well. Setting a timer for 3 minutes. Don't go past 3 minutes because I did that with my armpits. Like I went to 5 minutes and it literally burned and stung so bad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, I'm assuming the reason why he's able to show his pooper and his balls is because this is labeled as an educational video. And maybe like health and educational videos are exempt from certain YouTube rules. However, I get the feeling he's working backwards. He's like, I really want to show off my ass on YouTube. How can I get away with it? Oh, I'll make an educational video about it. Because really, what is he doing? He's applying Nair and he's just following the directions on the fucking bottle. We don't need a tutorial for that. We don't need to visually see it. And we do visually see a lot. Afterwards, he takes a paper towel and he's like wiping his ass to get the hair off of it. The paper towel is just like filled with like yellow and hair. And it's so gross.
Oh my God, that was one swipe.
That's a healthy amount of butt hair on that paper towel.
God damn, a lot of the hairs came out, you guys.
Another Nair success story.
This is how my butt looks pre-rinse and pre-shower and post hair removal cream.
Yeah, and then he shows the butt again after he showers. And don't forget, he showed off the butt while he was wiping it. There was like 7 asshole shots in this video. Meanwhile, my old YouTube channel got demonetized because I showed a couple of mentally handicapped people dancing. I mean, social media I'm so confused by it. I haven't been able to crack the code. By the way, as you might suspect, this wasn't just a one-off video from Kevin. His whole thing is talking about very gay, gross stuff.
We all love it when he comes in our butts. Like, that's totally normal. But if there's one thing to remember when we have loads and loads of his jizz in our rectum, it's that we immediately need to go to the bathroom and shart it all out.
We've all been there. That post-breeding shart. Oh, it's super satisfying. This video is actually titled Why You Need to Shart After He Breeds You. Apparently, it's a must.
Why, you may ask? I'll tell you. Before I get started,
I'll tell you. Why is it that women and gay men are the only people to suffer from vocal fry? By the way, this sounds like he's leading into a sponsorship. If this motherfucker has an ad for this video, I'm gonna blow my brains out.
Why, you may ask? I'll tell you. Before I get started,
I want to talk to you about Squarespace. I post all of my breeding tutorials on a website I created myself thanks to Squarespace. The best part is I don't need to know any code. That means I've got more time to take load after load of that thick, sticky love paste. I'm currently filled to the brim. My cup runneth over. And I'm about to shart. So start your 30-day trial free at squarespace.com/shart. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the video.
Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here.
He just wants a thumbs up and a like. Understandable. Oh wait, he is trying to sell something.
If you're new here, please also check out my full bottoming course down at the links below, where I do talk more about jizz and sharding. And please check out my premium douche kits, fully discreet and shipped.
Okay, all right. Enough premium douche kits. This motherfucker is hustling.
Right to your doorstep. Leaving his nut in your butt will literally give you painful cramps, and it drives me to insanity when people online don't believe me when I say this, because it's literally common sense. Let me ask you, how does it feel when you have diarrhea in your butt?
Not good, Kevin. Not good.
It doesn't feel good. It feels bad. It feels like there's cramps in your butt.
I'm sorry, is this guy qualified to be giving health advice here? It feels like there's cramps in your butt.
The entire time you're waiting for the bathroom, if you have diarrhea in your butt, you are miserably...
You can just say if you have diarrhea.
Cramping and in pain. And that's basically the same thing when loads and loads of his liquid jizz is in your butt and you're choosing to keep it there.
Guys, start referring to semen as cock diarrhea.
Our rectum, which is the area like right above our butthole, it's meant to push things out, not to like keep things in.
This is a 10-minute video, and I really feel like this is a personal preference type thing. I don't know why he is on this tirade against people leaving cum in their asses. Look, if it's not bothering them, let them just leave it. They like it. Okay, you don't. You feel like it's diarrhea. It upsets your tummy. Shit it out then. That's fine. I honestly don't understand why this necessitates a video. I feel like most people will be able to figure this out. A few dozen guys just ran a train on me. I'm filled to the brim, and my stomach's a little queasy. I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. Well, then go. We would just go. When we feel the need to go, we go.
There, we feel like we want to poop it out and push it out because that's how our bodies work. So when he shoots his load and his wide tadpoles into our butts and into our rectums, yeah, it's fun and fresh and sexy to keep that in for the first...
My man just bred me and I feel fancy, fresh, and free.
First couple minutes. Like, I'm not saying it's not. Like, it makes us feel emotionally closer to our men, and it makes us feel like we can someday get pregnant from that sperm. But
I know you're gonna want to keep trying, and that's cool, but I'm here to tell you that's not gonna happen. Try as hard as you might. Those little babies are DOA when they hit your rectal walls.
Like, after those few minutes are up, do yourself a favor and go to that bathroom and sit on that toilet and shart it all out.
Abort those babies.
December 28th. Today, my mother killed me.
Mother? That is not a politically correct way to refer to a bottom.
Why did you kill me, Mommy.
It wasn't a viable pregnancy.
But here's the trick. When you sit on that toilet and shart his jizz out, you're not going to wipe and leave after a minute. You're not even going to wipe and leave after 5 minutes. No. What you are going to do is sit on that toilet and push out even when you think there's no more jizz to push out.
See, this is another example of bad health advice. You shouldn't be pushing so hard if nothing's coming out. That's how you get hemorrhoids or a prolapsed anus.
Because chances are his jizz and load shot further up past your rectum, and it's just coming down, slowly trickling down your system as the minute.
I feel like I say this a lot, but gay sex is gross. Also, I'm pretty sure you don't have to shit out every last drop of cum. Some of it will just get absorbed into you. It's just liquid and stuff. Well, there you go. The gays are running amok on YouTube, showing off their hairy holes and sharing Shart tips. You know how Discovery has Shark Week, which is upcoming, by the way? Maybe DV should have Shart Week. A whole week of the best, most vibrant Shart sounds I can find online. I'm going to need your help, freaks. Start sending along links to videos you come across now. All right, let's move on. A few months ago, I introduced you to Polio Amp. That's short for amputee. He is a 73-year-old man living in Chicago. Yes, he suffered from polio. Yes, his leg is amputated. And yes, this has something to do with porn. He produces amateur videos where he spits, sucks, and rubs food on his leg stump. I believe we also played video of him getting fucked by a guy. He is a submissive slave. Of course he is. In a video that was just posted a week or two ago, Polio Amp was enjoying the day sitting out on his screened-in porch, where he promptly took the opportunity to spit on his stump, because it's a bad stump. It's a worthless stump.
Fucking cripple. Fucking worthless cripple.
Guys, don't feel too bad for him. This is how he gets off.
Been a cripple my whole life. I'll be a cripple the rest of my life. Totally dependent on my crutches. If you took away my crutches, I'd be so fucked. I'd be so unable to go anywhere, to do anything.
You know, he's getting off to talking like this, but then the people who are watching his videos are also really into polio amputees. Like Amp Lover 99, who writes, "I would love to see Daddy with wooden underarm crutches." It's so incredibly specific.
We need a good video of cripples being fucked, being used.
Well, I don't think there's that big of a market for this stuff, really. Y'all are just gonna have to rely on the homemade gimp porn.
Like a freak show. Like an old-fashioned freak show where people paid money to look at my body.
God, he is so far away from the microphone. Birds and trucks are coming in way clearer than him. I apologize for the shitty audio, but again, how often do you get to experience polio porn?
Two guys who want to fuck a cripple, want to be with a disabled, deformed Quasimodo.
Yeah, he does kind of have a hunchback thing going on too, if you're into that. The rest of the video is him licking his crutches. I'm 100% honest. He licks up and down the crutch.
Tastes metallic.
Then, to degrade himself just a little more, he starts licking the bottom part of the crutches. The part that touches the ground, and he licks dirt off of the crutch.
Taste the dirt. Taste the dirt on the bottom of my crotch. All the dirt. That's what I deserve. I should be eating. Forced to eat dirt. Dirty things.
Ooh, polio daddy, you nasty. I don't know if this has been a lifelong thing for him, but if you've been eating dirty things since you were a baby, that's probably how you got polio.
You brought this on yourself.
I mean, I didn't want to say that, so I let the anti-gay PSA say that. Be mad at that dude. He's calling guys queers, careless fairies. He's insane. All right, let's move on. I've got a public freak out at McDonald's, and I know, freaks, it's kind of like cheating, playing a clip of a fast food freak out, but this is one of those rare times where I think I'm on the side of the person who's freaking out. This is a customer upset with how one McDonald's employee is behaving.
These potato chips, everybody, she just took it. She just ate these, licked her fingers, and put it on food.
All right, so she just went back and grabbed a bag of not potato chips. She says potato chips, but what they are, it appears to be like Cheetos or cheese balls. Now, that's an important distinction. The accusation that this woman is lobbing at the McDonald's employee is that she ate her snack and then started licking her fingers. If these were just standard potato chips, there's a possibility that could happen. But with a Cheetos or cheese puff situation, there's like a 99% chance that disgusting McDonald's employee was sucking her fingertips. That fucking cheese dust is like magnetic. It just attaches itself onto your fingers. I mean, you've all had Cheetos, right? The point is, the employee did not wash her hands. She sucked them clean and then started handling the customer's food. And that's really what pissed off this woman.
Hey, chips, everybody, she just took it. She just ate these, licked her fingers, and put it on food. On our food that y'all are eating, she just ate them, licked her fingers, and then did it. You guys need to take and make sure that needs fixed. I want all y'all to know that. You want to do it on live? We is at McDonald's, and this girl over here took and dug into a Cheeto bag, licked her fingers, and then grabbed the customer's food. Customer's food. We don't want that nasty shit. We don't know she been sucking dick, licking pussy. We don't know what the hell she been doing.
You know, dick and pussy aside, it's gross enough that she's just licking her finger after the Cheetos. But yes, I get your point. It would also be very gross if she were sucking dick. If she had cum on her fingers. Now, an employee escorts this woman out, and then shortly later, she runs back into the building.
Bitch, you just punched me in my goddamn face. You did too, in my face. And it's on camera. I don't care. You're going to jail, bitch.
I don't know if he slapped this woman or just pushed her. I do find it interesting that she's flying into a rage now, but just before that, when she was spitting on McDonald's employees, she saw nothing wrong with that. Spitting is considered physical assault, right? So she started that whole thing. Anyway, now she's back in the store.
Going to jail, bitch. Fucking bitch. Fucking pussy, bitch.
Continuing to slap and swear. That's when she realizes that she left her wallet in the McDonald's, probably behind the counter, back when she was, grabbing the potato chip bag from the employee.
My wallet.
Yeah, she wants to know where her wallet's at, so she goes behind the counter.
Hey, you're not allowed to get in the store.
Again.
Get out. Get out.
The male employee prevents her from going any further, and that's when she just starts ripping stuff off the counter.
Get out.
Oh, shit.
Get out.
Oh, shit.
Get out. Get out.
They eventually escort her out. She doesn't go quietly, though. Again, I feel like her initial concern was valid. You know, the Cheeto fingers on customers' food. That's gross. Unfortunately, when people have meltdowns at McDonald's, it always ends in cash registers being ripped off the counter. Just took it a little too far. Hey, real quick, before we get into the news, I just got to point out a thread by our very own Mead Skelton over there on the Apricity. Yeah. I feel like he writes these just for me. He's like, yeah, Tim's going to be coming back from a weekend and he's going to need some content. I'll just go ahead and write the most cuckoo, crazy, banana shit on the Apricity and give Tim something to talk about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It almost doesn't even matter what the contents of the post are. The headline or the title is just, it's enough. It's so great. Okay, the title is My computer thinks I'm a gay because I looked at pictures of men. Which is something I've kind of been alluding to, or maybe just flat out saying for years now. Mead is way too obsessed with the looks of other men. It consumes him. He says, I noticed this recently. I keep getting ads for gay films and recommendations on Amazon, like for really fruity underwear that's for gays and stuff like that. Just because I look at pictures of men for comparison doesn't mean I want to have hairy man butt sex. Now, the way I took this post to mean was that the only thing stopping Mead from having gay sex was the fact he thought it involved hairy butts. And as we learned earlier on the podcast, there's a way to handle that situation.
Here's how I healed my lovely butt fissure.
Whoops, wrong sound clip, sorry. He later nares his hairy asshole. That's how he takes care of that problem. It's very simple, Mead. Now will you try to do some gay stuff with me? Some replies to Mead's post include, your computer is very wise. Another post reads, you might be able to fool yourself, but you can't fool the AI data mining. Someone else said, I never get recommendations for anything gay. Maybe because I don't spend my online time looking at scantily clad men. Recently, I got ads for laptops, hiking boots, and cycling gear. Mead replied to that post. He's like, I do not look at scantily clad men. I look at mostly male models. He says he does that to see how he fits in. It's something us handsome men do. It's something us handsome men do to keep up with the competition. I'm into looks maxing. Sean Opry was my field of study last week. Field of study, also known as jerk-off material. Mead then continues to try to figure out why all of these gay ads are bombarding his online experience. He says, maybe it's because I watch a whole bunch of Lifetime/Hallmark movies. Well, that's certainly not helping. I'm telling you, Mead lives the life of a gay man. Didn't he own a bird at some point, like a little budgie or something, named Donald? Yeah, you're a pretty bird. I don't know. It all just seems fruity. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. If you enjoy Distorted View Daily, please consider supporting this nonsense. Become a true and honorable freak over there at superfreaksideshow.com. Subscribe, and every week I will provide brand new exclusive episodes every week, typically 2 times a week. 2 episodes of Distorted View Daily will be Sideshow exclusive only. Tomorrow's show is going to be Sideshow exclusive, and I plan on doing another one on Thursday, which is the norm. When you sign up, you get access to a personalized RSS feed that you can plug into most podcasting apps. There's instructions over there on how to get that all up and running. But if you want an even easier way to get Sideshow episodes and you happen to use Apple Podcasts or Spotify, well, you can sign up for Sideshow Access right in those apps. Just a few taps on your mobile phone, you'll get the exclusive episodes right alongside the free episodes. Right in Spotify or Apple Podcast. Again, for more information, check out DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com. Final way to support us, we do have a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every bit helps. If you pledge at least $5, though, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And I believe we do have some patrons checking in today. But first, let's get into the news. First story I have for you. You know I love a good, dumb TikTok trend, especially one that winds up killing people. It's called the boat jumping challenge. And I'm not shitting you. At least 4 people, including a father, have died in recent months for giving in to a new and deadly TikTok trend. The thrill seekers jumped or flipped off the backs of speeding boats only to break their necks on the wake and drown. That's according to Captain Jim Dennis of the Childsburg Rescue Squad over there in Alabama. Of course, this is an Alabama thing. Last 6 months, we've had 4 drownings that were easily avoidable. They were doing a TikTok challenge. It's where you get in a boat going at a high rate of speed, then you jump off the side of the boat. You don't dive. You're jumping off feet first, and you just kind of lean into the water. Again, the trend, dubbed boat jumping, has been an issue for first responders for the last 2 years, the captain said, but has especially picked up since the beginning of the year, thanks to TikTok. The first victim died in February after plunging into the Kuza River while his wife and their children watched from inside the boat. Whole family was watching as daddy snapped his neck and died. Oh, and drowned, too. Unfortunately, she recorded his death, Dennis said. Can I get a copy of that? I mean, one woman's tragedy is another man's viral video. You play him hitting the water, his neck snapping over and over, speeding it up, putting the Benny Hill music underneath it. There's a couple million views right there. Guaranteed. Despite the tragic end, 3 others ignored rescuers' warning and also succumbed to the same fate. If you search for hashtag boat jumping or any iteration of the 2 words, it'll show a stream of daredevils filming their potential brushes with what Dennis called instant death. The participants range from all ages. I think people, if they're being filmed on camera, I think they're more likely to do something stupid because they want to show off in front of their friends and for social media. The high rate of speed of the boat combined with the still water makes for a dangerous landing pad that feels similar to concrete. If an individual who jumps from a moving boat doesn't protect their neck and head, they could become permanently paralyzed, if not more than likely to suffer instant death. Folger's instant death. Fresh perked carnage. Mountain-grown pain. Hot brewed agony. Do I need to go on? No? Okay, sorry. Dennis is urging boaters to avoid the deadly trend and urge their loved ones not to participate. But if you do, tag me in your videos. I'd love to see it. Do not do it, he said. It's not worth your life. Well, I mean, that all depends. How shitty is your life currently? I just hate when people speak in absolutes. Maybe hitting concrete like water neck first is the way to go here. Why don't you just kill yourself? All right, second story we have for you. Did you? Oh, looky here. We got one from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Praise Jesus. Give me a hallelujah. Hallelujah. That Oklahoma, Florida. It's almost fucked up state. Shepherd, hear me now. Florida is almost fucked up state. Praise be to the Lord.
My favorite part is the way Corey says is our most fucked up state. It's like, home of Florida is our most fucked up state. Is
that Oklahoma, Florida? It's almost
is. That's so funny. All right. I don't know why I find that funny. All right. A member of law enforcement used a racist fabrication and faked a carjacking to cover up his own incompetence with a firearm. Oh, okay, so he shot himself and then blamed it on a non-existent black person. Sounds about right. Yeah. Where's the body cam footage of that, ass lick? For some reason, it wasn't working. He snuck up behind me and he covered my camera. All right. Dakota Wood, 21, was previously employed as a telecommunicator with the Hernando County Sheriff's Office. He wasn't even really a police officer. He was some dork taking phone calls. I'm a telecommunicator. He has since resigned, and he's been charged with a myriad of crimes, including tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, false reports of commission of crimes, and discharging a firearm in public or residential property. On June 30th, deputies responded to a call about an attempted carjacking and shooting at an intersection near the wildlife management area in Weeki Wachee Gardens. I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that, but what the fuck is with these names in Florida? It's apparently a census-designated place, whatever the hell that means, near the west coast of Florida. There, law enforcement found Wood suffering from a gunshot wound to the leg. Initially, he told the responding deputies that he was at nearby Linda Peterson Park during the early morning hours when he was accosted by an unknown man who tried to steal his vehicle. Actually, Wood said there were multiple dudes. He said the men displayed a firearm and they made threats to kill him before just shooting him in the thigh. Wood said the shooter collected the shell casing prior to fleeing the area on foot. After being shot, Wood said he obtained his personal firearm and fired approximately 5 rounds in self-defense. Wood further advised that he believed he hit one of the suspects several times. I love how he's concocting this whole story. And he's still trying to make himself seem like the stud here. Yeah, after I was shot, I pulled out my gun and I just went bang, 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 bang. And I'm pretty sure I got one of them. Even though they were like running really fast and really far, I'm a pretty good aim because I heard him yell like, ow. Yeah, none of that happened, of course. Following the shooting, Wood advised he relocated from the park to the intersection of Cortez Boulevard and Shoal Lane Boulevard to create a safe distance from the suspects. He was then taken to a hospital where the forensics unit arrived to process the scene of the crime. Wood, who is white, said the men who accosted and shot him were black, but as it turned out, no other men were involved in the shooting. While being interviewed by detectives at the hospital, Wood allegedly confessed to fabricating the story about the carjacking attempt and the men he earlier claimed had attacked him. Instead, he allegedly said he was at the park because he was upset about relationship issues with his girlfriend, and he shot himself while playing with his gun. That was not a euphemism. You know, he was like pulling out his gun, like pretending to shoot his girlfriend, like, this is for breaking up with me, bitch! Pop, pop, pop! A rat-tat-tat-tat! Wood allegedly said he made up the story because he did not want to get in trouble. That effort, however, had the opposite effect. Quote, these types of situations are relatively rare, unfortunate, and unpleasant, Hernando County Sheriff Al Ninehouse said in a press release. My administration, however, has a very public reputation of holding my people accountable for their actions. The public can be confident that when an employee does something of this nature, they will forfeit their ability to be associated with the Hernando County Sheriff's Office. He was released on a $7,000 bond back on July 1st. That's what's happening in Florida. And finally today, freaks, vampire facials, something we've talked about a couple times on the podcast. Gwyneth Paltrow, huge proponent of these things. Kim Kardashian. If you don't remember, though, during a vampire facial, a patient's blood is drawn and then components of the blood are injected back into their face using microbe needles. The purpose, I guess, is to reduce pore size and help with fine lines, and rejuvenate skin. In the news story I have for you today, it also has the added benefit of giving you full-blown AIDS, baby.
You brought this on yourself.
Again, okay, in this case, you kind of did. This is an unnecessary cosmetic procedure. It's all for vanity. Furthermore, of all the ways to get HIV, this is the least fun. You could be having some hot, anonymous, hairy man butt sex, the kind that Mead likes. Allegedly. Or you could be shooting up all sorts of drugs that make you feel real good. No, you get HIV from having someone poking needles in your face to reduce your pore sizes. Yes, a new HIV case has been connected to a vampire facial at a New Mexico spa years after the business closed. Oh, I'm sure those owners split, man. You don't even have anyone to sue. The patient's only self-reported HIV risk exposure was a vampire facial they received at VIP Spa in Albuquerque back in 2018. The spa client tested positive in 2023, but the spa closed in September of 2018 after state inspectors identified practices that could potentially spread bloodborne infections like HIV and also hepatitis B and Hep C. I hope police told this former client to get tested for that stuff too. At the time of the initial investigation, 2 other clients had tested positive for HIV.
Wow. You think they'd have a law against you spreading it there?
Yeah, they do. The health department is urging former clients who had any type of injection-related services, including a vampire facial or even Botox injections at VIP Spa, to get tested for HIV, Hep B, Hep C, all of them. You in danger, girl. More than 100 former clients were tested in 2018 and 2019 as part of the initial investigation. Even if you tested negative then, you should be retested. As of Wednesday, the health department said it has identified additional HIV infections with direct or indirect connections with services provided at VIP Spa. The department has not said how many people tested positive for HIV and did not specify what qualifies as an indirect connection. Vampire facials gained popularity when Kim Kardashian posted an Instagram photo of herself. Yeah, you should all sue Kim Kardashian for this. That's why everyone ran out and got it done. She can afford a few payouts. By the way, Kim now has since come out against the procedure. The former VIP spa owner pled guilty in June 2022 of 5 felony counts of practicing medicine without a license. She was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison, which doesn't seem like enough time, considering what she did to these people. But there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. show@distortedview.com. I am all over social media, @DistortedView on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. I finally have something new to say during this segment. Don't forget about our Discord where all the freaks are hanging out and chatting and sharing links and stuff. There's a link on the main navigation bar over there at distortedview.com. Use that as your invite in. All right, let's check in with a few freaks. And like I said, we've got some patrons.
Hey, Tim. Long time on and off listener, Katz and Clavier here.
Love those dedicated listeners.
Going through the 2020 episodes there, which is about when I fell off again.
Oh, okay. Not too
bad. I just got to say that you fucking disgust me.
Thank you.
You are a sick piece of shit. One of your June or July episodes there, I heard you talking about how you put ketchup on your mac and cheese.
Yeah, I can't deny it. That's true. I don't do it all the time. Like if I'm out at a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, and I order my chicken fingers and macaroni and cheese, I won't put ketchup on it. I don't want to look ridiculous. No, I am not one of those children that goes out to a nice restaurant and orders chicken fingers and macaroni and cheese. However, once in a while, yeah, I will put ketchup in my mac and cheese. I guess that's like a thing kids do, but I never did that as a child. This is something new. And my thinking was, ketchup goes well with cheese. You always, you put ketchup on your burgers right on top of the cheese, right? You just bun, ketchup, cheese. It would be kind of like eating a cheeseburger without the meat. And lo and behold, you know what? It added another dimension to my mac and cheese. Rather than just getting that cheese mush flavor, because the actual noodles, the pasta, they don't have a taste. So all you're really getting is that cheese. Cheese, glorious cheese. But then, you drop a little ketchup in there, pow! You get that going on. Now, I can understand when people are like, ooh, I don't like pineapple on my pizza. That's fucking gross. I myself, I don't mind pineapple on my pizza. But I get it, right? This one I don't understand. I don't understand how people can have such a visceral reaction, be so disgusted because there's ketchup on macaroni and cheese. It's a flavor combo that you're all fucking familiar with.
I've been a lifetime subscriber for about 10 years now, and I gotta say, I want out. I'm asking for, at the time, let's say you had about 20 years left because of how shitty you eat. Let's just call it halfers and say, maybe I can get, half my lifetime subscription back.
Yeah.
How you have 10 years of your
that's not going to happen.
Life left?
No.
Thanks.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to personally send you a video of me eating macaroni and cheese with ketchup. And I'm going to put the microphone right in that bowl. So it's all like, and I'm going to get the ketchup and cheese all over my teeth. You will rue the day you called into this voicemail line, sir.
Hello, Timmy Boo. It's Itchy Tank. I am calling in with my own personal pussy spank story.
Great.
Back in my youth, I was in my early 20s. Not a virgin, but not very sexually experienced.
Okay, so you had sex, but not a lot of it. You were a fuckling.
Very sexually experienced, I was in the big city and decided, I'll get myself a escort. And I thought it would be, I thought, I really should practice cunnilingus. Apparently the ladies really like it. And,
I know the idea. I know some people are like, oh, getting a prostitute is gross because they're all used up and stuff. I always looked at it like, okay, these are professionals. They know what they're doing, and they should be clean. Because, they want repeat business. I guess it all depends on how much you spent. Like, what type of prostitute you got?
I don't want to practice on a girlfriend and not know what I'm doing. I think, having a nice high-priced escort would be a good girl to practice on. Anyways, I just, looked on the internet at the websites and went with who I was most attractive to, and usually the thicker girls, and I guess didn't really think about who would be the best to practice on. I just went with, overall attractiveness. And so she showed up the hotel room, and I said, yeah, it's okay if I go down on you first. And she's like, it was kind of a guarded yes. And
she wanted that money.
So I start to go down, and within about 2 seconds, I realized I made a very poor life decision. And oh my God, I hadn't smelled something that bad maybe in my life, and I'm not exaggerating. I think I came across a raccoon carcass on the road once.
I thought you were going to say you found a raccoon carcass in her pussy.
Anyways, I came back up for fresh air, and it was kind of awkward. I kind of changed the subject, but it was...
Were you like, on second thought, I forgot, I hate eating pussy. Let me just, fuck you.
Up for fresh air, and it was kind of awkward. I kind of changed the subject, but we both knew why I had bailed on the cunnilingus at that point. And then it was a very nice girl, and I finished another way. But after she left, remember that night, I went... And it was so bad when I went to cover myself up in bed, I could smell it on the sheets.
Oh!
I could smell on the bed sheets.
Did you have facial hair?
So bad.
That'll get stuck in there, in the fibers of your mustache.
I'm not banned from this particular hotel, but anyways, I guess like you were saying before, one good thing about you being a godless, cock-smoking sodomite is that you don't have to deal with... You don't have to deal with the snag. Maybe just, maybe some smegma once in a while.
So we're going to go ahead and put you down in the prefer clean-smelling pussy column. Good to know. So I think so far 2 people have called in that like the stinky pussy, maybe 3 people, and only 1 person likes the clean-smelling cunt. I don't like where this is heading.
Hi, Tim. This is Lauren. I'm a 19-year-old bisexual college student from Oshkosh. I want you to piss on my tits.
Yeah, that was an old character I used to do. I mean, Lauren, of course, was a real girl.
No, actually, it's TJ from Chicago.
Hey, TJ.
For whatever reason, I had that fucking Sextastic Tuesday bit you used to do with Lauren and pissing on the tits in my head. So I thought...
At one point, I tried to sell piss on my tits t-shirts for the ladies, and needless to say, it was not a hot seller.
Not get it out of my head by calling the voicemail line, getting it in your head. So that's what I did. Anyway, love you.
That was her catchphrase. I don't know why that never caught on. Well, it caught on with TJ 20 years later. Okay, I'll take it. That is all the time we have on this edition of the program. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
We all love it when he comes in our butts.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the program. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Greasy cocks and lubed up buttholes. That's what my garage is all about. Every inch of this place sees action. From the toilets to the grease-covered floor. You can smell the mint.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.